Back at it again, baby, and we've got an interesting one. Let's dive in.
This week, Donald Trump released his new tax plan, which was immediately shot down by his political opponents on the left. But what would those same people think if they were told that that tax plan was actually Bernie Sanders' plan? Today, we're at George Washington University in Washington, D.C. to find out. What were your thoughts?
Well, I got a feeling I know where this one's going to go. Oh, man, they're going to absolutely love it when they think it's Bernie's. But they're going to get a rude awakening when they realize, no, that's actually not Bernie's.
On Trump's tax plan when you saw it?
It's better for the upper class than anyone else.
Pretty much horrible for the middle class, especially the lower class.
I mean, not ideal.
It's probably not the most efficient nor beneficial to the general populace.
Pretty negative. I feel the same.
Yeah.
So Bernie Sanders came out with his plan. Some people call it the compassionate alternative. So we're getting opinions on Bernie's plan. First, one of Bernie Sanders' plans is to enhance the child tax credit, which is tax money given back to families when they have children. What do you think of that? Positive or negative?
Positive.
All right.
Same. I was a social worker, so I understand how important tax credits like that are.
Parents that have children go through a lot, and I think giving back money to them really, in turn, helps the children.
I think that's great.
I think that's positive, definitely.
Positive, definitely.
Next up, eliminating the death tax. So when people die, it's a large tax on their estate that goes to their family. What do you think of that?
I think that's definitely something that we should be doing.
I do think that's a good idea because I'm from New Jersey and we used to have like a really heavy inheritance tax.
I'm in favor of that.
I would say more positive.
I think I agree with that.
Bernie is planning to lower the small business tax rate to a maximum of 25%. I think that's a positive or negative?
I definitely think that's a positive.
I feel very positively toward that.
My family has a small business, so I would definitely think that's a positive thing.
Taxing them less makes more sense.
Oh, man, I'm just anticipating the moment where it all comes crashing down for them and they realize that's not actually Bernie's.
Any way we can help small businesses work and thrive, it's definitely something that's beneficial for the country.
I think that would be great.
Overall, main idea of the plan, what do you think? Bernie did a good job, bad job?
I think overall, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job. Good job, Bernie.
I think it's a definitely good plan, a positive plan that can help everyone.
I think it's pretty good. Definitely better than whatever Trump is proposing. I would make that leap right there. So
What if I told you this actually is Donald Trump's tax plan, not Bernie's?
you got me.
It is. It's
You got me. Can we get an instant replay of that, please? That was hilarious.
really is Donald Trump's tax plan, not Bernie's.
You got me.
It is. It's Trump's plan.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
All of these are actually Trump's ideas. This is actually Trump's plan.
Plot twist.
Wow. Wow. That's interesting.
Wow. I am shocked that I do agree with Trump on certain.
And this is why we gotta reach out to our brainwashed folks then, that we live amongst, because love or hate someone, at least listen to what it is they have to say. You have a certain idea of a person and they try to implement something and you automatically hate it and you have no clue what they're even trying to implement. You just hate it because of the person who mentioned it. And it's just the logic of some folks. I'm confused. It's crazy. This is crazy.
Wow. That's interesting.
Wow. I am shocked that I do agree with Trump on certain things.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm definitely happily surprised that it's sounds a lot better than I would have expected it to.
I would have imagined he would be a little more stupid than that.
Okay. But it's not a stupid plan?
No, I don't think so. I think if you said it was Trump, at least for many people, it would be more opposition to it just because it was Trump.
It could be a policy of giving
At least she's honest.
me ice cream, but if it's Trump, I'd be like, what's in that ice cream?
I definitely think there's an initial bias. I mean, I've done it myself. I'll just hear the word Trump and I'm like, ugh. I definitely think that's something to need to be looked over.
People, once they hear Trump or Republican, they become oh, they suck no matter what.
I think people definitely hear the name and start to think things automatically. And also because a lot of people just go to the same news sources, the same media, it makes it tough to get other points of views.
So at the end there, it seemed like they all kind of came around and realized, yeah, not so bad after all, huh? But it's crazy that the media had shifted everyone's minds to this this kind of hate. You know, whenever you heard the word or the name Trump, people hated it. Just flat out hate. And it's just wild how that even happens. I don't even want to hear what the guy says, but if it's coming from, like, there was one young lady there towards the end. She said Trump could, have a policy that gives out free ice cream, and she's going to look at it like, hold on, wait, what's actually in the ice cream? You know, which I feel like a lot of people feel that way. No matter how good it is, like there's got to be some ulterior motive. It's got to be bad in some way, shape, or fashion. And it's just like, all right, you can dislike the guy. Cool, fine. You know, everybody's entitled to, having their own opinion. But at least read through what it is people are proposing instead of just hearing a name and just hating it just off the rip. Like, you have no clue what's even in it. Like, you loved it when another name was attached to it. It's just wild to me that people can, like, walk around and think that way, you know? But like one of the other young ladies said there, it's all due to the media. You know, there's a huge portion of the media that only pushes one point of view. They unfortunately, they don't push facts. And I said this before, the news isn't the news anymore. The news is people's opinions. And I think we need to get back to actual news and not opinions. You know, we have these huge personalities on the news now. Instead of just present to me what the facts are, what actually happened, and I'll do with that what I want to. Don't try to sway me either way. And years ago, I realized what the hell was going on, and I stopped watching the news. I told you guys, I stopped watching the news, and for a long time I thought I was crazy. Because I'm listening and I'm like, yo, this isn't news. Like, does anybody else see this? And everybody's watching the news, and I'm like, nobody else realizes what they're doing? Because at one point in time, I watched the news every morning, every day. Then I realized what they were doing, and cut off. You're not the news anymore. You're an opinion. I don't come to you for your opinion. I come to you for the news, and that's part of the problem. And the unbiased or the biased opinions now is what is prevalent all over, news stations and things. And that's one of the things that, the young lady mentioned there at the end. And it's unfortunate because like she said, you don't get the full story or even the other side story at all. And you can get lost in it. You can really get lost in it. So I'm going to need you guys' help to help push a lot of these videos out so more people see them. Like I said, you can hate, Trump or anybody else, but at least hear what it is that they have to say before you just hate it just based off of the name, right? Anyway, greatly appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Make sure you guys like. Greatly helps out with the YouTube algorithm. I know it's something simple, but it really does help out with the YouTube algorithm and getting these videos out to more folks. Comment below as well. I don't care what you comment. You could literally comment anything. All right, that helps out with the YouTube algorithm as well. And there's a share button down below. It's the arrow. You can copy the link, paste it anywhere you like. Your blog, your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. You could text it to someone. All right, greatly appreciate you guys. Peace and love. I'm out.